It's Hutch here, just giving you another video. This one's about addiction on any sort of level. Basic more on the topic of World of Warcraft. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube, and I just wanted to give some advice on like how a person would deal with this, or what a person's going through, and how they can overcome this certain addiction. I mean, like guys, like I think one of the problems with like the addiction of World of Warcraft is it can consume a big part of your life. um, the playback value of it is very, very, very well built. But I think the problem with like the addiction of it, that's all people want to do. What I'm saying is that World of Warcraft can be good at times when you're bored and that when you have nothing else to do. Like literally, like you've done everything at the end in like your day, and like at the end of the day, you just want to unwind, play some World of Warcraft. That's easy mode. But I mean, like you can't choose something that's virtual over something that would be like real life, like having a real life experience of like going down a river and floating in a tube, or like playing catch in the park with your friends, or like watching, I mean, like even to the extent of watching a movie with your friends. I mean, I think that would be better for a person who's addicted with World of Warcraft than to play World of Warcraft. A way to get over the addiction, I think, would be to really like just understand that what you're doing is obviously not healthy for you, and it's not healthy for a relationship that you're trying to work work on. Well, a problem like I think at a time in my life when I was younger, when I didn't really know how to make friends, I was addicted to World of Warcraft to the extent of that's all I did when I got home, and that's all kind of what I talked about with my friends who also played World of Warcraft. Um, like I never asked if I wanted to hang out, if they wanted to hang out with me, or like if I could go hang out with them. Um, if like say you're in high school, or if you're in like a work office and like you know people who play World of Warcraft, I mean just ask to hang out with them. That's, I mean, like you already said, you guys already have one thing in common that you guys can really talk about. Um, and that, I think that and in that itself can really help with the addiction of the game, is like being able to talk about it with your friends without having to like play it. Um, Now, granted, like playing the game isn't like bad, but playing it out of moderation is very bad. Like if you were trying to get rid of the addiction of World of Warcraft, I wouldn't say quit right now. Um, like if you're still wanting to play but you don't want to play as much, I would say take an hour off the playing of, like take an hour off the gameplay that you do like per day. Like I guess it's just one of those things. It's like it depends on the person's background. Like if they've come from a very destructive background and they found comfort in the game while they were being like abused or something, that was their escape, and that's their escape when they're even happy. Like what you've seen, um, like me and my friend Fox, which was in some of my other videos. Like what I would talk to him, and like he said that I always shut him down, or like I call him stupid or something like that. And like I don't know if that's what the kind of situation that most people are in when they are addicted to video games, but I think that the social awkwardness that people deal with, because all they are used to is talking and typing on a computer screen, is like the real problem why people can't make friends, or like the people who are playing World of Warcraft and they're trying to make friends. That's the problem. I mean, number one thing is, guys, be yourself. Don't be loud. Listen to them. Don't try to butt in on conversations. Obviously, there it gets to a point where you might need to just like exert yourself into like a group. Like I've had to switch into many different social groups. I mean, like I went from like the guys who were just jackasses to the guys who were bigger jackasses but played supports. Um, it's just whatever you're like really willing to do to build a friendship. I mean, I was seriously in a part of my life where I needed friendship. Like I needed somebody to just be there for me. And really that's the thing that got me out of the funk of just always playing video games. Like when I made friends, I always wanted to go like hang out with them, like go to the parks or go to the movies or something like that. It's easy stuff like that that can get you like away from the computer screen. Say like you don't play World of Warcraft, so you don't play video games. If all you do is sit around and watch TV, in my personal opinion, I think that's worse for you, because all you're doing is watching a screen give you information just so your brain can process it and you can either laugh or be interested in it or whatever. Um, Whereas in World of Warcraft, there is some part of socialization in it, not to the extent of like real life conversations, but more of an extent than watching TV. Um, my my proof for this is like you might have friends like real life that play World of Warcraft, and you can talk to them about like what they're doing what they're doing the rest of the day, or like, hey, we should hang out and like we should have a party or something. Um, Whereas if you're just watching TV, you're flipping through the channels, eating potato chips, and you can't eat potato chips when you're playing World of Warcraft. That's literally impossible. I mean, you got two hands on the keyboard. It's like, oh my god, I can't eat. I wish I had a third hand. You just blah 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 blah. You can't do that, obviously. But guys, here's some tips if you are addicted to World of Warcraft. One thing that I like to do is work out. Definitely, like I understand like a lot of the there's a stereotype of the people who don't know the stereotype of like people who play World of Warcraft is fat guys like me. Um, Fat guys who are out of shape and like unhealthy. And like I'm not the best guy in shape. I'm the slowest guy on my football team, but I'm in shape and I do work out. Another thing is if you're not doing anything, like even though I said TV is a bad thing, take a break. Go watch a movie with your mom. Go watch a movie with your wife. Go watch a movie with your kids. Go to the movies with your wife and with your kids. Another thing is just playing another game. Switch up the variety, and like I have a deep passion for video games, not to the extent of like where I would pursue it in a hardcore fashion, but I do play video games in my spare time when I'm not hanging out with my friends. Um, but play a different game. Like I play Modern Warfare 2, as you guys can see on my channel, and I also play World of Warcraft. I switch it up a little bit, so I'm not always playing one thing. When I do play like video games, I like to invite other people to play with me, so it's not just me playing by myself. I would also suggest is like you're in high school or elementary school or whatever grade you're in, definitely try to join a sport or something like that. Like I find football, oh, great way to meet friends, great way to make fellowship with like a whole bunch of people at your school. Just enjoy the whole like surrounding of it, like making jokes, laughing at people, hitting somebody, like unreleasing the stress that's inside of you that's been like building up through the entire day. And like, say you're not like athletically gifted like that, make a club or something. Like make a chess club or like make a ping pong club or something like that. Something to get you away from the computer screen. Obviously that might be harder for the people who just like are literally built in front of the computer screen, like they're just like bolted down. But if like you're socially like wanting to like get out there and make new friends, I would definitely suggest joining a sport or joining a club or like just like doing something that is like planned every weekend or like anything like that. Just simple stuff really can get you out of the addiction process because you'd find how easy just doing one thing can get you away from something that can destroy your life. Guys, I will definitely try to make another video. And I really just don't want this channel to only be about video games. If anybody out there that has a problem with, like, say, addiction, or anything like that, sex, drugs, alcohol, anything like that, I would seriously love to be a guy that can, reach out there, say some good words about you, say some helpful words, hopefully give you guys some good advice, and, just be another one of those people on YouTube that's free therapist for you guys, so you guys don't have to spend thousands of dollars listening to some guy write notes about you in a fancy old chair. Seriously, guys, anything you guys need, I'm here for you. Leave comments, like the video, subscribe. I'm gonna put out a new video like this about addiction. If you guys want me to, and definitely check out the channel if you guys like Modern Warfare 2, World of Warcraft. I will check you guys later on the flip side.